Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we're back with another VeVe and Ecomi video. And this one, we're going to be checking out a video from the homie Chris. Now, this is interesting. The title is very, very interesting because it's one of the biggest topics in the community. It's Rhys explains his decision to sell the OMI tokens and its restricted presence across exchanges. Now, this is going to be dope to hear if this is actually Rhys doing this. If this is clickbait, keep it up, bro. Nah, but I'm definitely interested in seeing if this is real. But I mean, my man, I don't think nobody clickbait that hard in the community where it's just a complete lie. So yeah, we should be getting some answers about what's going on with Rhys and some of his thoughts. But yeah, that being said, y'all be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, turn on notifications, and be sure to check out Chris' channel. Show some love. Yeah, let's jump into it. Let's see what Rhys had to say about this incident. We all know that this was pretty big. But yeah, let's see.
If you're not aware by now, there has been some major controversy going on around not only VeVe, but the OMI token, the token that backs VeVe. So in this video, we're going to talk about some of that with some major players in the field selling off the OMI token, including a member of the team that I've had on my channel, Rhys. I'm not going to unravel the entire case. I'm just going to unravel Rhys's response to the case in this video. Basically, it started out with somebody connecting one of Rhys's wallets to one of his listings on VeVe, being able to find the wallet through there and connecting it to a layer 1 wallet, which he exchanged OMI for ETH. Again, not unraveling all that in this video. I also want to say that I try to remain as unbiased as I possibly can in these videos, just for the sole purpose of reporting information to you and what's going on around VeVe, Ecomi, and all the...
I respect channels like this because, yeah, I mean, like they take the professional approach. Obviously, me, I just be out here giving my opinions and just giving my thoughts on everything. That's pretty much what this channel is about, my opinions on stuff. So yeah, shout out to the professional approach, just delivering news and things like that. Which, to be fair, that's what all the critics say. Like every channel should just do that. It's just like, nah, like that's boring. It's boring. It's just boring for certain people. Like for certain people, it's boring. For others, it's like they're meant to do it. It's a gift. But anyway, yeah, and Chris is a natural at this. Actually, Chris is a beast. So subscribe.
These other NFT and crypto projects. So please don't shoot the messenger. And of course, I'm a person. Every once in a while, I will insert my opinion, but this is mainly just for news and coverage purposes. So enough of that. Let's dig right in. So shout out to VeVe Viral for posting these screenshots from Telegram to Twitter of Rhys's responses to these two questions. Why are you dumping your OMI billions and killing the price? That was a very straightforward question that I honestly would not expect Rhys to answer, but he did, whether you like his answer or not. His answer was a little long-winded, and which is good because the more information we get, the better. And I'll let you kind of sort out your opinion on it. I'm going to go ahead and just read it straight off of how he said it, and then I'll kind of explain my interpretation of it. So essentially, he wished he had billions of tokens. So he's referring to the person saying they had billions. Haha, this is an open market with tens of thousands of participants, day traders, swing traders, short-term and long-term investors, exchanges, market makers. No one controls the price. But until there's a real demand for the token and more liquidity, the price movements will always be volatile. And retail investors always capitulate the lows. It's all part of the crypto market cycle. Even the big dogs, Bitcoin and ETH, went down 80 to 85%. So essentially what Rhys is saying is he did sell off. He essentially took profits because he knew the cycles that crypto was going to. I guess he knew the trajectory of the market and that the crypto market as a whole was going downwards. And with it being a free market, that made it to where he wanted to make a trade-off of it, so he did. Talking about the big dogs being down between 80 and 85%, I guess he meant like at the lows. If you want to look at it, OMI is down 70.
I mean, it was kind of crazy to just accuse Rhys of bringing down the market, single-handedly bringing down the market by itself. Yeah, like that's kind of a big, a big thing. I mean, I figured it was just something like taking profits, like him actually selling. Like that wasn't the part that concerned me. Him selling, him taking profits, because he was working for a while without making money. It was the claims that he was selling while telling people he's selling his car and doing all type of stuff to buy. And even in my video, I said that it didn't look like those dates matched up. So I never saw him address that, like address those allegations. Like, is that true where he was saying one thing but doing the other? Because that would be scummy. But if like some people was just putting together old stuff he had said with the fact that he was selling and trying to combine that as if it was a current thing that happened at the same time, like if it was something like that, then it never had any validity to it in the first place. So yeah, Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. But anyway.
22% for the 1 year. BTC is down 22% for the 1 year. But if you want to look at the lows, because right now we are kind of at a push at 27K, we did get as low as 16K. So it was up there, and like the 70% being down is probably what he was referring to. And obviously, it's hard to compare to Bitcoin and Ethereum because these are like the two primary blockchains, kind of, for lack of better words, the blue chips of crypto. I know that's kind of some controversy around that word, but that's kind of what Rhys is referring to. So he then goes on to the next question, which is why even in mid 2023 isn't OMI on more exchanges? That's something that we've been wondering for a while, because we've kind of had talks of maybe 3 major exchanges coming to for OMI in 2022, and there's a lot of speculation around that. There's a lot of rightful speculation, not just people kind of just like guessing in thin air. There was on the AMAs, they've announced that there's going to be 3 exchanges. There was kind of talks around which exchanges they're going to be, and so why did it end up them not coming? So this is what Rhys has to say. Exchanges are part of the product rollout strategy. I am as frustrated as everyone else that it hasn't happened yet. But now that Mitch and Nestor have restructured and expanded our teams, we have a dedicated blockchain team to build all the infrastructure and integrations we need. With that, we can create the sustainable demand and uses for the token, which in turn makes it easier to list on exchanges as we show a solid user base and adoption metrics alongside utilities.
So I think that this is one of those things that people take out of context where they say, oh, Rhys said we can't get on exchanges until there's utilities. He didn't say that. Like, and that's what people do. People spin narratives however is most beneficial to them. Basically, what he said is it'll make the whole journey easier if the utility token has utilities and has the infrastructure set up for like whatever infrastructure that is. If they have this stuff set up to where it's attractive to exchanges. So basically, they're trying to make the OMI token as attractive as possible to actually be able to secure these listings, because they don't have the volume of, a Pepe or a Dogecoin or any of these other meme coins that just blow up and they get listed off of the volume of people that's just interested in it. So if VeVe's not coming with that, especially at this point in time, like maybe at its peak, at its prime, if they just wanted to throw it on exchanges, they could have then. But at this point in time, no, like there's no way. So I guess they know that they have to bring more to the table and really be a strong, solid contender in order to get listed. So they're trying to get prepared for that, which I'm not necessarily mad at that response if it is true. Like that's the thing. Like we've been hearing stuff that sounds good for the last few years, but I still just would rather, I'd be more comfortable seeing action. I want to see action towards these things or proof that these things are taking place. Like, it's been years at this point. It's been years and like just proof that it's being worked on. Like that's it.
So for me, the fact that Rhys says he's frustrated does make me feel like some of the things were out of his control, that he obviously probably did his part, but was waiting on the other party to do their part, but he can't explicitly say that. And that's just me trying to read in between the lines. Maybe I'm not reading that correctly. And then he talks about Mitch, which is one of our new devs. Mitch has been pretty good, and he's been very good at communication online, on Twitter, so I've really respected and appreciated following him. Talking about how Mitch and Nestor are going to restructure and expand the dedicated blockchain team, which will be very good. Again, try not to give like a ton of opinion around that. I do wish, obviously, that was in place a lot sooner. And Mitch has made comments online that doesn't make me super confident in him being part of the blockchain team, as he's essentially said something along the lines of being comfortable and okay with not fully being Web3, kind of being okay with being like Web 2.5. I've always kind of been like you're in or you're out on that type of thing, but I'm sure he was.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know what people be meaning when they say stuff like that. Like, I think that VeVe was always going to be that type of platform, where I never saw VeVe as the platform that had any intentions of you taking your Batman, your Todd, your Supermans and storing it on a wallet type of thing. I never saw VeVe as that type of company. I saw it more so as far as interoperability goes, you can take it across blockchains to like the Disney metaverse or to DC metaverse, like basically confirm partners with the click of a button. Is very easy to go to VeVe confirmed partners and enjoy certain utilities that's partnered with VeVe more so than ever just having the freedom to do whatever you want, which would probably classify that more so in a 2.5 range more so than just, yo, Web3, you have it. You can do whatever you want. Decentralized, I don't see VeVe as one of those type of companies, and nor do I think that it has to be. But it does depend on the experience that they're delivering. And I will say that even though VeVe is ahead right now, from what I've seen, they are not delivering the experience where they can get away with a 2.5 because of the IP right now in their lead. But if another company starts coming out dropping IP at the same rate that VeVe is, then it's going to be a lot more scary for VeVe. So yeah, that being said, I don't know. The 2.5 thing, it is interesting. It's an interesting conversation. I think that this would be an interesting debate to have, to be honest.
Probably thinking something else when he said that. The TLDR, not that you need it now because you already watched the video, is why'd you sell your tokens? Because it's a free market and he predicted the market and took profits. Why aren't we on exchanges? He also seemed frustrated at that, but seems optimistic for the future with the current team that they have. That's my interpretation of Rhys's response to these two questions. Let me know your interpretation down below, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.
Yo, excellent video, Chris. Definitely loved his thoughts. I loved your thoughts on the video, bro. And yeah, I mean, I'm interested in seeing what happens, where this goes. I didn't think that there was going to be anything sinister with Rhys at all, but that was just my opinion. Like, obviously, I told you all at the beginning I was biased. I have nothing against Rhys. He's never done anything to me. So, yeah. He's shown nothing but love to me publicly. I don't know. I heard people talk behind the scenes and stuff like that. And as long as you ain't saying nothing to me, like, and it don't get back to me, cool. Like, you smart, you saying stuff to the right people. So I don't know. Like, I don't know who says what, and it don't even matter to me. Like, I don't talk about people behind their back and nothing like that. People who do, I feel is weak. So yeah. Anyway, like this is a whole nother tangent. But at the end of the day, I have nothing against him. He's only been very supportive and respectful, yeah, in all my interactions with him. So yeah, that being said, I didn't think that he would do anything crazy, you know. So yeah, let me know what you all think. How do you all feel about this? Are you satisfied with those answers? Do you think that it's the political answer and he didn't really answer anything? Let me know what you all think, how you feel. Are you tired of the excuses? Do you think that I don't know. I think hiring isn't really Rhys's department. So if they didn't have the right people in place to actually make these moves to do certain things with the OMI token, that's not really on Rhys. It's on somebody else. So it's on whoever's hiring. So that being said, let me know what you all think. Drop those thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you're new. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, fam.